It's been a while, yeah. I've been trying to stay consistent, but I'm just failing. It's just hard to talk about this game sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But today we are going to be talking about how can we get universe mode back on the right track. On the community tab, I went ahead and asked you guys what can we do to fix it, and a lot of you went ahead and commented. If you guys still have comments after this, feel free to go to that community post. But before we get into this, just want to make you guys aware that we are very close to 10,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys hit that sub button, because a lot of you guys that watch the videos do not hit that sub button, which then ends up in me not hitting 10K as fast as I want to. But again, I appreciate the support, whether you sub or not, and you watch this video. I appreciate you. But again, another thing before we get on to the next thing in this video, I'm wearing this Dodgers hat because the Yankees lost in the World Series. Shout out to James from the Pro Wrestling Shoot. We went ahead and made a bet. Whoever lost had to wear the hat. So now that I wore it, we're going to go on ahead and spin this brother around real quick. And we're going to get to the video. Let's get it. And this is from Shadow Ninja 1116. Honestly, I feel like these should revamp universe mode or scrap it for a year or two, so they can either break down Juke's coding for it or remake a new one from scratch, so they can add all of the possible matches, mechanics, and other stuff for that mode, because it's basically the only one that doesn't get enough attention. I do agree with you, bro. Right now, this mode, this game mode, is not looking the best. It looks like every year is kind of just tossed to the side. They add a little different things to it, and that's basically it. So I do agree. I think that a lot of it has to do with coding. I could go without a universe mode for 2-3 years if it means that we're gonna get a really good one on that third or fourth year, with their own coding and everything like that, because I do think that that's what it's missing. I think that it being coding that they just keep like adding bandages to it, that's resulting where we're at now. So we definitely want to see things get added, get brought back fresh, and working correctly, because I think that's one of the biggest problems with universe mode. It just never works correctly. That's fire. Create a story, a draft mode, pay-per-view or PLE on Saturdays, or 2-night events, and customize promos, show intro, interferences. I do agree with you, bro. I think you hit it on the nail. It would be dope if universe mode and create a story became a thing. They're already halfway there with letting us get these cutscenes in the game. Just imagine if you had the ability to, go on there and put in what you want to type, write up a promo for a wrestler. That would just be endless content, just would be super dope. And create a story is something that I really want in the game, man. I think for content creators will greatly benefit from something like that. And, we definitely just want to see the game keep improving and continue getting better. Kid, backstage segments, promos, and more options. I do agree, bro. I think you hit it on the net. I think that backstage segments is actually a pretty cool one, where maybe you have somebody doing an interview on on a wrestler, and then a wrestler comes and gets attacked. There's so much that they can do with that, and I hope that that is part of a new cutscene next year, because I do think that they're going to keep improving and adding on the cutscene. So we're going to continue getting things like that as well. So I do think that it is a huge win for the community if they do go on ahead and add stuff like that, because nonetheless, bro, we want to see things get improved. We want to be excited about things. So at the end of the day, why not? Zebra's World, give us an online feature where I can play with my buddy and also give us promos back and give us more cutscenes. Give us cutscenes backstage. Also let us choose how long our rivalry can be. All right, bro, you know what I'm saying? I almost forgot how to speak English reading this post, but I'm just playing Zebra's World. Yeah, I mean, an online feature, bro, I think we're far from that. Like, no joke. Like, if they were to add that next year, bro, like, I'd be so surprised. Like, I really think we're far from that. Unfortunately, we're not going to get anything like that anytime soon. I would love to see it, though. I think that an online feature would be great. We can all agree on the backstage segments and all of that. I just think that an online feature would be like freaking awesome, especially if there was a draft mode and all that stuff. It would just be cool to have. So again, I think that it's something that we can have in the future. Right now, I don't think we're gonna get that, to be honest. All right, and this person said a new single game code entirely. Scrap every single thing. Cannot improve a broken product. So I think that they have their own like coding and all this extra stuff. I think that they have that. I'm not gonna sit here and cap on them. I think that they definitely have that. So I think that that's really not the problem here. I think that more of the problem is, just the universe mode. I don't think that the game is like super broken, in my opinion. I think that certain modes may be more broken than others, like universe mode, and a lot of the attention goes to my faction. Again, my faction, that's a different that's a different conversation for another day. Universe mode, I think that it can definitely be improved. I don't think they need to break down the entire game, because I think the game has made it very, very far from where it was at with WWE 2K20. So I wouldn't go that far. I just think universe mode code needs to be repaired, and that's just what it is. But just to go on ahead and summarize my thoughts, man, universe mode, I think that a story mode combining that with that would be good. Or if you were to tell me we're going to scrap universe mode entirely, plug it into my GM mode that has all of the features that we want and need in universe mode, but then you give us toggle on and off options where you can turn everything off that pertains to my GM and then kind of just go into universe mode in that my GM mode with, you know, freedom. And I think that's basically what we want. If you want money in universe mode, you can have that. If you don't want it, you can turn it off and just have your regular universe mode. If you want the draft, you can toggle on and off that and have your draft. I'm really excited for 2K25 because I think that's something that they may be looking into doing. I don't think we're going to get universe mode on its own next year. I just don't think so. I think that the universe mode has came, you know, not far. And I think that they're probably tired of hearing, you know, people complain. And again, when I say mesh them together, I don't mean, oh, we're getting rid of universe mode and that's why it's getting meshed. It's being meshed because we are going to receive, you know, a mode inside of another mode, if that makes sense. And that's just, you know, what it's gonna be. So I am looking forward to seeing, you know, 2K25's universe mode. Obviously the bugs on this, you know, on this year's game is not going to be improved anymore, I believe. I think that they've done a pretty decent job at adding different things this year, keeping us intrigued throughout the year. But right now we are looking, you know, at something where it just doesn't look too great, in my opinion. You know, it's just, it could be better. And I think that the game is ultimately, you know, struggling because of that mode that doesn't hook us. We have my faction, but I've already given up on my faction, and you guys are going to see that in either the video before this one or the video after. I don't know yet, but yeah, man. So that's just my 2 cents. I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, all the changes and updates. A lot of people are already on board with 2K24. They like it. I liked it. You know, if we're not going to go into a review, but I liked it. I like 2K24. Did it have a lot of bugs and missing features? Yeah, in my opinion. But I thought it was a solid game from a gameplay stance, and that's just what it was for me. So I am looking forward to everything else that they have coming up. You guys can call me a shell, anything you want. I'm always gonna look forward to the next game, and you know, I'm just trying my best to stay interested towards that next DLC pack. So yeah, man, I definitely wanted to get in here, talk about it. Let me know down below, what do you think can fix universe mode, and make sure to stay tuned for the next video, y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys did enjoy it. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.